we got a promotion. We we met Laszlo. We decided we wanted to, commit to the organization we're pretending to work for in order to do this project. Yeah, pretending that we're working for that we intend to, backstab and burn down around us one day.
After our pension fucking matures.
yeah, after our benefits kick in, we're burning down.
Yeah.
I should have asked for stock options.
Yes, I want stocks and Drew draws. Anyway, so we find out, yeah, we work for the skin trade now, and we met the lovely Plantation War Crimes. She hooked us up with some new gear. Patch's death suit is currently screaming in agony. And in order to show our loyalty, Ogre blew off some poor tied-up girl's head. And then I took that poor girl's underwear and tied it around the grip of my new claymore.
Yep. That happened.
Yep. That happened. So now our job is we are basically a squad of kidnappers, getting, lovely young ladies between the ages of 12 and 22 of any type, any build, any hue, just that age range for this particular production.
What were you going to say, Sabrina?
Well, I'm saying no, I'm not doing that.
Well,
not with it.
Better figure out how to fuck them really fast. Otherwise, I need drug money.
By that you mean fuck over the business, not the people.
Yeah. I mean, give me 10 minutes of Plantation War Crimes, then we're good.
Yeah.
And this is where we'll start in Reggie's apartment with this very conversation.
So, how are we doing this? Because I need my drug money. I need to know when to make me move. Gotta get my kilt pressed.
Oh, we're trying to dig into this so that hopefully Slay will do something about it, right?
Aye. We're supposed to be Project Trojan, right, Ogre? Like the faulty condoms. We go in, we break down, and get everyone pregnant.
Pretty much.
I'm a frother, so that's gonna be very difficult. We reproduce by bone marrow. Due to all the drugs, I'm actually sterile.
That's a real weird thing to say, man.
Do you have any contact with like your handlers from Slay or anything like that?
No. I've had absolutely no contact.
Do you have any way to like dead drop them stuff or let them know? I mean, we're in with them. I mean, we got a couple names and faces.
I can use.
Dead drops might be possible. I don't know. Do I think like dead drops would be possible? Like, could I deliver something to Slay?
I mean,
is there any way to do that?
Based on your conversation with them initially when the program started, is that they were going to monitor you through your finance chip, but you were going to have no contact with them otherwise. So there was no like passing additional information to them necessarily. There was no getting communication from them outright. Nothing along those lines.
We are basically very messy feelers.
Yeah.
This is just a very fucked up, convoluted scouting op. All right.
Reggie, can you do anything about the inhibitors on their armor?
I would rather not. I would rather not get locked into me armor when I'm surrounded by a bunch of corporate goons. I suppose that describes all of us, doesn't it?
I mean, I can, I can try when I have the capability of doing so. If
Oh
my
yeah, I forgot about that.
computer ever actually like
Put
works.
that in the back burner.
But yes, I will.
In character, Reggie's hungover.
Also, previously, it was mentioned, Reggie, that in order to deactivate that, you do risk rendering the whole armor inoperable if something goes wrong.
Right.
What are the stats on that armor again?
PV 6, I think. Hang on, let me go ahead and look it back up. Unless somebody else has it. Considering I told you all last week, hopefully someone wrote it down. Power cell armor, no. No, it wasn't power cell. It was Exo Mark II, PP7, resistance 24. The wearer gains -1 dexterity, but +1 strength.
Oh, -1 dex. Well, that's gonna make shooting a little difficult, but
You got a claymore.
and a fist.
And Reggie's armor was the Bastion armor again.
Alright. Ooh, +1 strength? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm the Doom guy now. Now, does that stack with ultraviolence?
Don't see why it wouldn't.
Okay. Well, murder. Got this. We need someone to go full Jason Voorhees. I'm your guy. All right.
I've seen if there's any type of tracking devices in the rule book, but not really. It's more of a skill.
Mm-hmm.
I was
I
thinking
mean,
if we could get some type of tracking device on someone. We could know where they're doing everything is, where the base is.
We could just follow
Paul.
them.
Yes.
Paul,
Mm-hmm.
random lore consistency question. Since I've been healed the most in this party by Patch, I'm well aware of whether or not their powers leave scarring or not, correct?
No scarring.
No scarring.
No.
All right, we are in business. Okay, we need to figure. All right, so let's figure out tracking devices.
Do we just follow them?
I mean, do we
So
know where we were when we went to that building, or do we
Yeah.
assume that's not their?
I mean, it's
Great.
probably a front. I mean, it's probably one of their buildings, but I don't think they'd operate everything out of one building, and they definitely wouldn't bring new recruits to their main base.
Hey. Also, we don't just want to burn them down. We want to get their clients. Slam their cocks in their zipper. We can get tracking devices. We can bring some of their customers down.
That sounds like it might be fun.
Aye.
Problem is securing bait.
Well, it'd be nice if there's a group of assholes who are getting paid 10,000 unis a head to bring in innocent little girls.
I mean, can't we hire someone to help us?
You got that money?
You
'Cause
got
I
the kind
don't.
of money that's gonna make someone put their life on the line.
Mm.
It's a lot of
To
money.
kidnap little girls.
And we can always see if we can check to see. Do we still have access to seeing like the bounty boards and stuff like that? If there's someone who's wanted for something who fits the age range. I mean, feeding a bad person to a bad person, it's kind of a net positive.
But
Also,
my point is that hiring them to help us take them down, as in like they're a fake.
We're just gonna capture someone who's bad, and we're gonna put a tracking device in them, and then figure out where they go.
we get paid twice for one body. That's why I love your
Oh no,
patch.
we wouldn't get the bounty, but I mean, we find someone who's doing something bad,
Hey,
and you don't
balls.
feel as bad if it's someone who is bad, you know.
I mean, I can do that. I need to go get this armor painted. I ain't walking around with those gang colors. All right, well,
Well, I
um,
just want to find a way to do this without having to actually participate in
if you can
growth.
do that, let me know. But until then, I'm gonna I'm gonna just act as we're about to go do our job, cause I need drug money and I don't have an answer. So if you smart lads figure it out by the time I get back, all ears.
I have to disconnect and reconnect, so give me a minute.
Okay.
Technology. All right.
Any other input from the group?
I
Wonderful.
don't really like what we're doing, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like what we're doing, but at least if we get someone bad, then it's
Hey.
slightly better.
I mean, the only
Well-
other thing I can think of is that we just sublet work for less money. That's still being bad. So
We just become middle managers.
Yeah.
Middle
No,
managers of evil.
no. If I'm going to fucking work for child kidnappers, I'm not going to be middle management too.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure middle management is worse than child kidnappers.
That's what plantation war crimes is.
yeah, and she makes a lot of money, right?
We don't really know. We don't really know.
Yeah. I mean, all we know is that she's tall and hot, and evil, which is like that's a triple boner right there. But
I'm gonna shoot her with my shotgun.
Hey, you're gonna try.
well, Paul,
Yes.
are there like armor detailing shops?
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, even for non-operatives, it would probably be tougher to find. But I mean, you could definitely do people, or you could definitely find someone who would do that.
It's probably they're probably near the bounty board anyway.
Well, again, so you mean as far as like hunter sheets and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like a bounty hall, like the hunter sheet office.
Hunter
Right.
sheets, to the best of my knowledge, hunter sheets typically are issued by Slay Industries. It's not necessarily. I'd have to double check my lore on it, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not sure if those things specifically. Now, if you were like talking about like prop work, there's obviously kind of like regions where you can get people who are, doing work for hire. Hunter sheets 214. Let me see. So that was to my belief, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I thought there was like
Hunter sheets. Hunter sheets. Typical hunter sheet personality. So it doesn't specifically say that they're only available to Slay Industries, but it does say that any financial or SCL reward to be gained at the completion of a hunter sheet makes me imply that it is issued by Slay Industries, meaning if you are not an employee, you will not be eligible for them.
Okay, well, I guess it's near where the props hang out.
Like I said, you can probably do some low-level streetwise asking around. Don't even really need to make a roll for it, and you can find somebody who can detail and paint your armor.
All right, yeah, I want like a
Flames.
info.
Ghost flames.
On the side of my face, healing my breath, healing, breathing.
No. I'm thinking more tactical with this. I want cheapo paint job, making it look like it's made of like concrete.
Okay. You want the whole armor done like that?
Yeah, like color it like concrete. Something simple.
If you're doing so, you're talking about reworking every inch of the armor essentially, so that will be probably fairly expensive. And doing any sort of asking around, you find someone who's willing to do it for 1,000 uni.
All right, how much to cover up the red parts?
300 uni.
That's a deal.
Hey, and she sounds so excited.
That's a deal. All right, 300 uni. I got my red. It doesn't look like it belongs to them anymore. That's all I want.
Okay. So you got your armor detailed. What's next?
Well, since hunter sheets aren't, since I can't look through the hunter sheets to see who's, who can match her descriptions, I like to roll streetwise to see who is making. I know. We already met, guys. We already met who we're looking for. That gang of punk rock girls.
Yeah, but they also have very powerful friends.
Yeah, but we have armor and guns now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Is that what we want to do?
Ask them nicely to work with us, you mean?
You're okay with killing them?
I wasn't. I haven't been okay with anything we've done for the past, 3 months. But I'm just here.
You know what? No. Victims. I'm gonna roll streetwise to see if we can find a guy who can sell black market computer parts, technology, Bluetooth generators, stuff that'll make Reggie lethal again. Reggie, we're getting your balls back.
I mean, I'm fine with killing these sex trafficker people. I just don't want to, give them any victims. Creeps me out and I'm not with it.
Cool. Which is why I'm going to roll streetwise to see if we can give you a computer rig that works.
Yeah.
So as far as getting together computer stuff, what exactly are you specifically looking for? Because in terms of getting into Slay's systems, that is, I mean, Reggie has computers. Reggie could technically do stuff, but it brings down the risk of if number one, it's harder because Reggie doesn't have credentials anymore. Number two, in the event that Reggie
Yes.
fails, then that could have potential blowback ramifications impact on yourselves.
Well, yeah. I mean,
computers are pretty widely available now in terms of equipment for a tracking device like you were discussing before. That is definitely something that would be something that you could probably use your
Yeah.
streetwise to kind of scrounge up.
yeah. I'm rolling streetwise to find a like black market guy who gives you equipment that lets you like backdoor around slay industry stuff, like stuff like that.
Okay.
Because there's gotta be hackers. Like there's gotta be guys who get around slay to like for the lulls and all that. I'm gonna use luck.
What is the goal? What are you looking to do?
I'm
What do you
looking.
want me to do?
I'm looking to give you like untraceable equipment that you can use your skills with.
So we can like.
Yeah, that'd be great if that actually existed.
And I mean, so if we're talking untraceable equipment, it might exist. You can't afford it. Because that would be very valuable.
I mean, like the. I mean, yeah. Well, I got a nat 10 with my reroll on my success stat on my whether it happens or not die.
What's the bonus?
The bonus is 4, and I got a 10, a 13, and a 10 on the skill dice.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, like I said, asking around, you definitely can find some black market people who
All right.
who can give you electronic equipment. Again, in the event that you were looking to build something, put something together that you could buy from them. If you start asking around about computer equipment that allow you to hack and have no danger of being detected, you know, you'll be looked at as though you're searching for the Tooth Fairy.
I mean, you can find the Tooth Fairy.
Maybe some fake credentials.
Yeah. But I can find things like you can make some kind of Bluetooth thing that can latch on to other systems nearby or something like that.
So, like, you're looking to basically try and frame somebody else for in the event that you were caught.
I mean, Reggie's a computer genius. He can do that. I just need some. I'm looking for tools that will let Reggie do his job if we get them next to, you know, Skin Trade Incorporated computer towers.
You know, like I said, Reggie has the equipment he needs to do his job. It's just a question of whether or not he gets caught.
Oh, yeah. And whether or not he gets caught is the Tooth Fairy.
Well, like I said, and whether or not he gets caught is just going to depend on his own skill, which is significant and considerable, but it's not
All right.
foolproof.
Caught by who? Caught by Slay or by these creepers?
Either potentially, depending on what systems you're trying to infiltrate and what you're trying to do.
My goal is to get you to infiltrate the creepers. Hopefully you don't step on Slay.
You would certainly know, Reggie, that given these types of people, it is very likely that they probably have their own defenses for their own system set up rather than obviously using Slay Industries.
All right. Well, I find the guy.
Okay. Yeah, you can scrounge up a contact to get you black market electronics equipment. Not an issue.
Oh, I will come back. Freshly painted armor, hot dog in hand, and hand Reggie the phone number.
What's this?
Some lad who deals in that techie crap.
Alright. Thanks, I guess. I don't know what to do with this, but alright, cool, thanks.
Well, that makes two of us, bird boy.
I mean, is your goal? Your goal is like you wanted me to see if I can hack into their stuff, not like looking to try to hack into this, like the armor and stuff, or like.
Yeah, if you can get something from, like, because we know where at least one of their bases is.
Yeah.
So if we can kind of get near that, get something on them that we can report to Slay, and then let Slay raid them.
Or, you know.
Reggie, additional expertise would tell you that for them, number one, their network is probably isolated and not connected to any sort of wider internet, based on the fact that they're doing shitloads of crime. Also, you know that them being several stories underground would make it very unlikely that you would be able to get things into things wirelessly. You would probably
Yeah.
need to be in their office, in their building, to do any sort of infiltration of their systems.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that.
Right, but yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with any of that, so. That would mean we'd have to actually go and do something for them, which is what I want to avoid.
Well, and also too, they didn't tell you to bring people to that spot.
Right.
They're not gonna like drop them by the office. Like, no, they're gonna give you a drop location. Like they gave you drop locations.
I mean, is it plausible to, like, can we hire somebody to help us take them down, or is that, like, not something we can actually do?
There'd be no reason. It'd just be a matter of whether or not they actually agreed to it and how much you decided to pay them. But you could absolutely try.
Murder bones.
Aye, yes.
Put a wig on him.
Aye, yes. Mega Bones, a master of disguise.
My pretty no, daddy.
Bomb Angel? Bomb Angel was pretty, right?
We promised her we'd leave her alone, didn't we?
Yeah, she sees us. It's roll initiative.
Yeah.
We let her live. Right?
She sees us. It's roll initiative.
Reporter person.
Fucking what, mate?
I think she's too old.
I actually liked her. I don't want to put her. I mean, I don't believe she actually can fight her way out of a situation like this. She was more. I mean, I guess she could, but.
I'm about to go to local McDonald's and bring some poor girl home from prop work and actually do this. We need an option.
Well, I mean, how much money do we have to offer somebody to, like, help us?
And then what we're trying to get him to do.
I don't know. Pretend to be a target, but then actually, like, I guess we'd have to
All right.
attack the people who pick us up. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never used. Did I use a? I used a ratings point one time. I'm like, is there something that can actually be this helpful?
There's one for int that.
Yeah, I think I forgot that's 2 points or 1, but yeah, you can spend ratings points essentially to get GM intervention essentially. Let me see here.
I'm looking at them.
Probably be under brains, the brain section, I believe.
Yeah.
Rating points.
Lucky guess. Oh.
Rating points. 118.
There's one to complete a complex technical task, but that's just for making it faster, not to actually do it.
Feat moment of
Impossible.
inspiration. When an investigator finds themselves in a dead end with little time to reflect, true inspiration can be found. The character may use this feat when they are truly stuck or out of options. The DM should consider this a sign to provide guidance to the players, giving them the answer to puzzles they can't solve or highlighting important evidence they may have overlooked, or simply to move the story in a way that is extremely positive or beneficial to the character. Cost 2 rating points.
I only have one in the brains.
I think I used mine all.
I am fresh out.
That's a brain one.
We can
Yes.
we can like gather information on the streets, but like who is young enough, tough as nails, and wants to make some money, putting themselves in
Yeah.
a dangerous situation. I'm sure we can find somebody like that. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is follow whoever picks her up to wherever they're gonna drop her off, and then force them to give us information on who, like, I don't know, whatever they got.
That ain't.
Do whatever we want with them after.
Alright. Well,
That's my. I mean, that's my idea. It's straightforward, but I like it.
Reggie, do you have the two ratings points?
I do. If it's brains, I do have that.
It is
I
brains.
do not.
It's just a question of whether or not you want to use it. Also, because I've been neglecting ratings points in general throughout this whole thing, everyone else take one additional one, because like I probably should have been awarding them all along. So like, take one, because we've played a bunch and I haven't really awarded any. So.
oh, guess I'll keep one in body for now. Okay.
Probably best.
Yeah.
That'll save me some flux later on.
All right. So
Yeah, like I keep coming up with like bits of ideas, but not ones that would really work.
hey.
Yeah, I mean, like my thought, kind of what Harry was just saying, that if we hire someone, obviously, I guess, someone who's affordable and wants to just do whatever, like kind of like risk-taking kind of person, and then
So what we need is a young, hot, tough as nails, insane girl.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, she doesn't
just-
talk to me anymore, so
we need a psychotic prostitute, is what you're saying.
we did befriend a prostitute that one time.
He wasn't psychotic.
Not yet.
No, but
I don't know. I'll go looking for frother chicks. I mean,
basically,
the average
goal would be,
the average frother seems to be a little bit only slightly more well-adjusted than I am. So yeah.
how many people do you think they're gonna have to actually pick up these people?
I don't know. Probably like one or two goons a girl.
You guys remember they're like pretty well armed, right? And our stuff is booby trapped or whatever.
Hey, so we should probably get around that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we gotta be careful.
Hey. Well, well, I can't do shite about the booby traps.
Take the
you-
armor off.
Well, yeah, I don't need it yet.
But I just got it painted.
As much as I know, none of us want to take the armor off. I feel like we
I
can't
never
really
put
use
on in
it.
the first place.
That's true.
First Strike is currently only wearing his armor.
Can't take it back now.
At
Yeah,
least
it's
you
got-
didn't start putting mine on, so.
Let's get Gooch on it now.
That's what you should have done. Fake Louis Vuitton symbols all up it.
Ooh.
No, he covered up the red parts with obscenities. You know what? The one his shoulder now says "I eat ass." They're stuck my pony. Fuck you on the knuckles. You know, uncreative punk rock shit. All right. Well. So I'll leave me armor with you lot. I'm gonna get my fix, and who wants to join me in looking for a mod lass?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure. That'll
Yeah,
be fun.
find the modest lass in town, and let's get to it.
Are we allowed in the pit?
Fuck no.
No, no.
I was gonna say that'd be the easiest way to find a crazy lady.
You want to get shot hundreds of times, because that's how you get shot hundreds of times. Actually, they're good SLA operatives. They'd use melee weapons on us.
I do have my frother friends. I don't know if they would help me.
So they check ID at the pit?
I'm
I'm just saying, I got like Slay armor now.
Alright, well.
I got an expired badge maybe.
That's. What if we could find someone who is with Slay and hook them in? They can do like an undercover op. I mean, if they've got Slay 1, Slay can trace them. So we don't even have to worry about tracing, because if they've got the body chip, whatever, they'll be able to handle themselves. They won't be like some random girl off the street. We can get some.
Yeah, that could work.
Alright.
Do you know anyone have any contacts from like their time in academy? Or?
Got me cousin, but
I have the one rank in contact, and it's just my frother bro.
got in Breton, but
Ogre, do you have any contacts like that? Since you're actually Slay?
Would I have contacts like that? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't. They're, I don't know. Do I have any contacts like that, Paul?
I mean, you would know people in Slay Industries who are operatives, but as far as everything goes officially, you were excommunicated just the same as all of them. So, according to them, or at least if they looked you up, that is the info that they would get.
Yeah.
All right.
Mega Bones would know some ex-Slay people or possibly Slay people. I mean, I don't want to keep coming, but he would know people who could handle themselves.
You just want to hang out with Megabones
I
again?
do
And
want. Part of me does, but part of me is like he would know people who could, like the people he knew were pretty badass back then. Like Tommy and all them were
We
evil and lethal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave my cousin Bretton's phone number with Reggie and Ogre in case they want to reach out to a random Slay operative.
Yeah, that could work.
I mean, well, I don't doubt them myself, but we frothers have a very old school way of dealing with failures like myself, so I don't want to get claymored in the neck right now.
Forever.
Maybe later.
I mean, there's some nights. Okay. So should we roll a street? Should the three of us roll a streetwise to find Megabones?
So you're looking for Megabones specifically?
Yeah, I mean, he would be a good person to contact instead of just random people on the street.
I mean, you know where Megabones is. You know the
Yeah.
bar he is at in Sector 3401.
All right. Off to see the wise old carrion.
So yeah, Megabones is at the well.
I push Patch forward. All right, gorgeous, it's your plan. You ask him.
Okay. Yeah. So I wouldn't be in armor. I'd be sucked in. So I'd just be in my street clothes, which are probably kind of dingy at this point. But I'll walk in. Go up to the bartender first and be like, "Hey, what's Megabones drinking?"
Dave beer, same as always.
Can I get 2 of them? 3 of them?
Here you go. 15 uni.
Yeah, and then I'll give one to First Track, and I'll walk up to Megabones. Is he sitting alone with people?
There was someone else he was talking to, but once he sees you coming, he kind of like waves them off.
I sit down and I slide the drink over to him.
Megabones not expect to see you.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd be back here either, but as you can see, we've kind of fallen on hard times.
Hmm.
I'm not really good at the pleasantries and all that, so
Neither is Megabones.
we're looking to find someone. We kind of got tangled up in some shady business. We're looking to find someone that we can use to help us find some shady people. Just, woman, young, under 21, but who can fight.
We're looking for
handle
a tough,
herself.
nasty old lass. You know a girl who scares you, Megabones?
Why you look for girl?
It's an undercover gig.
Yeah, undercover gig. We want someone to use as bait, so they need to be able to handle themselves.
Mm-hmm. He leans back and stares like, so you still work for Slay?
Aye.
Mm-hmm. He looks down at his drink. He slams it back, puts it down. He's like, Megabones, find you, girl. He says, Megabones, no meeting spot. Warehouse, 3 blocks away. You meet Megabones there tonight. Megabones give you what you're looking for.
What's your price?
Megabones say, Megabones says, it's like, it says, 2,000 uni.
Doable. Okay. Now she's got to be willing to do this. That's not gonna be a problem, is it?
Megabones, no tough girl.
Thanks, Megabones. I'll slide over 1,000 uni as the down payment. Be like, I'll give you the rest.
Takes it, puts in his armor.
I finish my drink up and then kind of wander off and head out.
Okay.
That went well.
I fall after Patch.
Send a text. Meet us down here at 10 o'clock. Get everyone to show up just in case Megabones is trying to backstab us or something. I trust
Run for his
Megabones.
buddy.
Yeah.
Wait, you trust him, but you want to be sure he doesn't backstab you.
I don't trust anyone in this city, okay?
Who does?
I mean, you can trust the rats to be rats.
Did you have an unkillable rat that was like not really a rat in your...
Fucking thing. I don't know how that thing avoided so years of BPNs, but it was just there.
Scabbers.
Oh, Jesus.
Scabbers.
There's a random blue BPN that's just never been like cashed in on that rat. As a picture of the rat with sunglasses.
What is this place that we're? Is it just
Yeah.
a nameless warehouse or?
Hey, warehouse.
Okay. Maybe we should get there early and check it out. Maybe. I don't know.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Makes me feel like I'm doing my job.
Hmm. Well, we're actually doing the opposite of our jobs right now, but
Yeah, we kind of are doing the opposite of what was counter job.
Anti-job.
I mean, it's a job that encompasses, it's like a Russian nesting doll of jobs. We're doing a job for another job.
Inception. Jobception.
yeah, it's jobception.
It's just video game side questing.
It's jobs all the way down.
Yeah.
What kind of warehouse is this?
So you're going to the spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This time I've got my armor out.
So the warehouse itself is single floor, like 1.5 floor, like in terms of like height, but like in terms of just the layout, it doesn't look like it's more than one, more than one story, more than one level. The windows, it's fairly featureless in terms of like windows and things like that. There's some kind of like up towards the top where you would have like light could potentially stream in, things like that. But other than that, it's it's pretty nondescript, and it looks like a lot of the buildings in this area was abandoned.
Alright, standard abandoned warehouse number C. The historic location. A lot of people were shot in the back of the head here.
Yeah, wait till the train goes by and then shoot them.
Are there trains?
Oh, whatever the equivalent of trains are.
Yeah, there's subways and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be subways. Like everything's underground except for uptown.
Right. So yeah, there are like rail systems, things like that.
Alright, I guess go inside and look around a little bit.
Okay, you're gonna go into the building?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
back them up.
Okie dokie. Are you all going in, or just a couple of you?
I mean, I'm going in.
Reggie?
I guess I'm gonna. I don't know. What are we doing?
Or
Are we
meeting up
act-
with
like, are we
Megadons.
actually at the time of meeting up, or you were just checking it out beforehand?
We're checking it out.
Just checking it.
If your goal is to be stealthy, I should probably wait outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm not super stealthy. I am very good at detecting, though. So keeping a lookout or looking around for things is more my speed, probably.
Okay.
Alright. I mean, I don't think anyone's here, so I just want to sweep it quick.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'll keep an eye on Reggie.
Are you all wearing your standard issue evil people armor, or are you not?
Oh,
or...
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, once I walk in, I just pop it out.
Ogre, are you wearing the extra armor?
No, probably not.
So you're just in your regular, like, flak vest, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Archer?
I got the pistol I got. It's the Dark Knight. I don't have the armor.
Okay. So, Patch, Archer, and for Shrek are going in. Ogre and Reggie are staying outside.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
So, I'm just going to go ahead. Reggie, Ogre, I'm going to mute you two quick. And then, or deafen, or whatever it is. And then, we'll call you back when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck it. I would wear my new armor. I just got painted.
Okay.
I'm that asshole walking around in power armor.
Sabrina, Perry, can you hear me? No? Good. Okay, excellent. Okay, so the warehouse itself has a front entrance, back entrance, and there's an entrance on each side of the building. The south, the southeast and north ones are ground level. The north one is like a double door, which probably be considered the main entrance. And there's a loading dock on the west side of the building.
Alright.
It's going through the loading dock.
Okay. So you go up to the loading dock, and it is the door is unlocked to the facilities.
Yeah. Push it open.
Okay. So all three of you go in.
Yep.
Okay. So the three of you walk into the building, or into the thing. And let me just move this to here. And just make sure y'all can all see that, no problem.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So as the three of you walk in, the place is pretty dark, but the like you can kind of see like little bits of light streaming in through the ceiling and whatnot. But as you come in, you close the door behind you. You hear a voice cut through. It is a female voice, and it says, all the work we did tracking you guys down, and you come right to us." The lights flick on, and 5 people are standing there. All in high levels of SLA issue armor. What's that name tag not showing up? Oh well. So yeah, you see Bomb Angel in actually her Dark Knight armor. You see Mega Bones in the back. You see a Wraith Raider, a human, and an Eben standing around. They all have their weapons up and trained on you.
Hold up one finger and just pop open a can of stupid cola.
Let me just refresh these cameras here for you guys. Oh, no, that's the wrong. Come on now. Sorry. I'm just trying to get everybody back to their pretty faces here. Okay. So as they hold it up, you hear the Wraith at the front says, "Call the others in." I'll go ahead and if you're gonna agree to it and not do anything tricky or flashy, I will unmute them. Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an etiquette to these things, so I'll just text Reggie. Come in. We're having a meeting.
Okay. All right.
They are armed.
All right. Do you text that? If you go to pull up like anything to text, it's like call them in. You have radios.
Ah, Christ. Beep.
Okay.
All right, Reggie, lads, come on in. We're having a meeting.
All right. Give me a second. I gotta unmute them. Okay, Simon, go ahead.
All right, lads, come on in. We're having a meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so do you, Reggie Ogre, you go in?
I guess.
No.
I mean, for sure.
Now I don't feel like an asshole wearing power armor.
Reggie, you, do you go in?
Does it seem like legit to me? Like the...
He said that
seems like distressed.
He called the two of you. That was exactly the communication you got from Shrek.
Okay. I guess. I don't know.
You going with Ogre?
I guess. I don't know. I guess. Not happy. I don't know.
You know, I sure rolled streetwise on thinking we had enemy.
Okay, so the two of you walk in and you immediately notice that there are 5 people at ground level through the loading dock that the other 3 came in. One is Mega Bones in the back, another one is Bomb Angel up at the front, and then there are 3 other operatives, a Wraith Raider, presumably a human who is in full armor. Everybody, they're all in full armor, and then a Brain Waster in the back right. Reggie, you would know well enough, based on your kind of administration and your knowledge, to recognize the layout combined with Mega Bones' previous dossier that you had gotten from Bomb Angel herself. that these other three people are Rayana Soltha, Surin Moral, and Amon Carthage, the former squad mates of Megabones in the Townie squad, as well as with Tic Tic Tommy.
What's going on here?
The human Amon calls out. He's like, so it seems like the five of you have been getting into quite a bit of trouble.
The hell are you talking about?
Oh yeah, this is our friend Megabones, Bomb Angel. I didn't.
I'm
get
not
the
your
other
fucking
people's
friend,
names.
Bomb Angels calls out.
Their old pal Tommy tried to murder us a few times. Killed my parents.
I shot him.
But I mean, they're efficient at what they do. So
Surin kind of hisses out. It's like, seems like you've fallen on some hard times lately. You've had to get in with some very unfavorable types.
yeah, I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how things work out like that, isn't it?
Wouldn't the Shakhtar like to call it karma?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, Christ, is he here too? Oh, fucking hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
The brain waster in the back says, Project Trojan has a way of making you do some things you wouldn't normally, doesn't it?
Excuse me?
You fucking heard me.
And what exactly did I hear?
Project Trojan. The black
What
op that you are all involved in, that we were involved in, that Tommy was involved in. She kind of steps forward.
Oh, crap. Ah.
It's like infiltrating a Dark Knight terrorist cell, trying to draw attention to it, setting off relatively harmless and easily diffused traps, causing damage to an abandoned building in the middle of a district that nobody lived in, advising you all to back out when you surprised the Dark Knight headquarters. But you didn't listen. Did you?
Nah, we're
Yeah.
pretty stupid. I mean, we still are, but we were too.
What? When was this?
Before you joined us.
Oh. Okay.
The brain waster kind of comes up the stairs a little bit, and she's like, "Oh," and then of course, and she motions to you, Patch. And of course, is the unfortunate side effect of killing your parents. She kind of like narrows her eyes and like leans in. Her like ashen, the ashen circles around kind of narrow down. She's like, "You ever see their bodies?"
No.
She smiles. She kind of like waves her hand up. She's like, "But you know what? I don't think any of us can fault you for doing what you did. You're operatives. You're young. You weren't aware of what was going on. You didn't know how deep the treachery of this organization can go, and I can't blame you. Tommy died in the line of duty, doing his job." She shrugs. She's like, "There's nothing that can really be done about that." She turns around. She's like, "But Janelle didn't deserve it."
Hold on a second. Check back in my notes. I know that name.
I've killed.
What
been-
did you say Nouveau?
No, she said, "But Janelle didn't deserve it."
Oh, Janelle. Was that the one that just recently happened?
Yes, Reggie, you got it.
Yes. The one with the boyfriend.
Mhm.
Stuff.
It's like Janelle, her boyfriend, they were innocent. You killed those two without a second fucking thought, didn't you?
I mean, my parents were pretty innocent.
Are you not listening to me?
You don't
They're
think we
not
thought about
fucking
that
dead.
before we did it?
Whoa.
Right?
She's
All
like,
right,
your
I'm-
parents are doing work for Cloak Division, for Slay Industries. You never kept all that good a contact with them anyways in general, unless you were in between jobs. So they needed to get a secret reassignment, and this is a good way to cover it up. Again, I don't blame you. She says, but that girl, her husband, we were watching you. You didn't think twice. So now we're in an uncomfortable position. She crosses her arms. She says, do we... She shrugs. She's like, taking you in isn't going to do much good. Certainly not going to get us justice for a friend of ours. Should we kill you? She narrows her eyes.
Well, if you guys
Is
are
that
in
a
this,
real question?
I
ahead.
mean,
why don't you just help us?
Help you.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to. You know what we got caught up in, right? You've been following us around or whatever. So this whole like kidnapping little girls thing, we're gonna try to roll on them, but you know, we ended up here.
Mm-hmm. And you want us to help you deal with it.
Well, if you're part of that whole like project, then we're on the same team.
Megamon's kind of comes up and says, and what of the crimes you've committed?
Well, I wasn't around for most of that, but
You killed our friend in cold blood. Janelle was a good person. She didn't deserve what happened. There were many ways you could have gone about that, but you chose none of them. You chose the quick, easy, and destructive end. What of those crimes? We help you find criminals. You criminals too. What we do to you.
I mean, let us redeem ourselves.
How you redeem yourself.
We figured this thing out. I mean, that could save a lot of people grief, you know?
That bring girl back from the dead?
No, but
That bring her lover back from the dead?
No, I can't bring people back from the dead. I'm not magic. I mean, you could shoot me, I guess. There's nothing I can do about that, but it doesn't help you.
Does anybody else have any comments, anything you want to weigh in with?
I mean, I'm still reeling in shock
any
that my parents are
chance-
still alive, so.
Any chance you'd accept a diplomacy in this case? Because this is a handling and maintaining relationships between different people and factions.
It's going to be very, very difficult, but yes, you can try.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try then.
Okay, what are you going to say? What's your diplomatic bargain?
Gonna just say, you know, you make some fair points. Obviously, we were presented with incorrect information and made a mistake, and we apologize for that.
You make a mistake on Dullbear 3?
Yes.
What your mistake on Dullbear 3? Say the words.
We didn't handle things in the best way we could have. But
he kind of like barks almost to the point where like that hissing like kind of like barking of like a carrion comes kind of through in it. He's like, no sweet talk, say the words, what you do.
We took the easy way out.
If you guys aren't going to say it, we let all those people die. We sold them out. That's what we did.
Let people die. We fucking sold them upriver.
Right, we sold them out. That's what happened.
Okay.
We all wanted to get off that shit storm so quickly. That's what we did. I mean, that's what he wants to hear, right?
That better.
Alright.
Megabone say, atonement come with remorse. Are you sorry for things you've done?
I mean, I feel bad that we've messed up so much and we've lost members of our team and from our mistakes. As you said, we're trying to learn from them. And this situation of trying to take down this organization, I'm hoping redeems us in some way. Doesn't take away the fact that we made mistakes, but it wasn't purposeful. We weren't trying to harm people. Things happened, and we messed up. Aren't we all? Well, I can't say we're human because we're not. Whatever the equivalent of saying that is in this instance.
Okay, that's good, Reggie.
People-
Anyone else adding anything else?
And I can
Yeah.
roll it if you'd like me to.
Yeah, we'll save it. I'm just gonna see if anyone's gonna add anything else in.
Probably like from the get-go when he mentioned Janelle, Ogre probably would have dropped his head and been like, "Yeah, you're right. I fucked up. I don't know why I did that. It should have been handled differently." But I don't know what I can do to atone for that.
We can only move forward, right? I mean, I think, at least in my mind, we're trying to make up for some of the shit that happened by making this happen. We try to be hotshots. We try to be underworld guys, and work for the shady dealings, and then we got in over our heads, and I think we're all pretty much there, where it's like, what are we doing?
Didn't feel as heavy when it wasn't go time.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else adding anything else?
We made the best decision we could with the information we had at the time. Obviously, they weren't good decisions looking back on it now.
Okay.
You satisfied? Or are you going to get violent? Or can we find a few people in Mort worse than us and burn them to the fucking ground and make some money?
Okay, Reggie, give me a roll.
All right. If I use luck, I can re-roll the first one.
You can either re-roll the skill die, or all of the success die, or reverse
You
that.
really want
The
skill
success,
die, yeah.
the success die, and all of the skill,
success die.
either the success die on its own or all of the skill dice.
Yeah. Well, that would be a +10 to all of that, so it's not horrible.
Okay.
And I could do worse. So I don't know.
Are you sticking with it?
I think it's try
Yeah.
again.
60% chance you'll roll better.
Yeah.
30% chance you'll roll worse. 10%
If
chance
I-
you'll roll the same.
Yeah, if I roll worse though.
Yeah.
I mean, saving it doesn't. I guess
Sabrina,
it's
what's your
worse.
diplomacy, by the way?
4. That's my 1-4 that I have.
Jesus.
that I
Okay,
have.
fair enough. All right. Yeah. Okay.
And the +10 is because they're not near France.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair. I think technically I let you know whether or not you would succeed or fail prior to spending the the die. I will tell you that based on what you did, the dice you rolled, you have succeeded, so you can keep it. Amon kind of steps forward and he's like, it's like he's speaking to the other members of his squad. He's like, this organization puts us all in positions that turn us into fucking monsters. He says, it's like, Tommy got too far down the rabbit hole. We all know that. It's like Tommy would have come back. We would have let him. He's motioning out. He's like, if they have a line to taking down some awful people, it's like it's not gonna It's not going to undo what they did, but we'd all be lying if we acted like we didn't hurt, possibly kill innocent people in the past. It's part of this job. Surin kind of comes forward and he's like, I don't know what assistance we would give. What information do you have?
We know the type. We know the particular type of victim they like to kidnap. They deal in excess. They have significant amounts of unis, and they're very well funded.
We know one of their locations, and we know where they dispose of the bodies, I guess.
Aye.
So
You got a description of one of the people?
Do you have any
Two of them.
names?
We have one fake name and one we're pretty sure is real.
He kind of like motions his hands to like, let's have it.
All right. Was I on mute for that whole thing?
Probably.
Yeah.
I pull out Michael Laszlo's business card and hand it to him.
Now, does For Shrek think Michael Laszlo is the fake name, or Plantation War Crimes is the fake name? Because I want it on the record which one For Shrek thinks is the fake name.
For Shrek has an intelligence of 2. He's pretty sure both names are fake.
Yeah, they probably both are, considering what kind of situations these guys are in.
Although Plantation War Crimes is probably more real than Michael Laszlo.
Her first name's Plantation, last name is different.
What we do have is some meetup locations and a line to Laszlo himself.
So you give them business card, do you give them the info on Plantation War Crimes as well?
Yeah. I mean, well, I guess I give that info because,
okay, so
me and For Shrek are men of culture. I give the physical description.
Yeah. At that mention, they all kind of glance to each other. Bomb Angel just starts laughing.
Hi.
Like I did when you first said it. I was like, what?
No, she's laughing in a way of like
recognition.
Yes.
Like they know who it is?
They seem to.
Ex-girlfriend?
Rayanna's like, well, this complicates things.
This whole fucking life is complicated.
Bomb Angel kind of comes up the steps and she's like, Plantation War Crimes is the sister. Steps up. Business associate. Steps up. And steps up again. She kind of tilts on her foot, on one foot as like she takes the last step. And close associate, we'll say, of the contract killer Sir Nigel Hatred.
Oh. Wrap the ball around me cock!
And we'll end there.
Full circle. Oh boy.
Okay.
That's the episode title. Wrap that bow around me cock.
Ow! Oh, ow.
All right. So everybody take 2 XP. If somebody wants to nominate someone for a third, then go right ahead.
I'm gonna fight him.
Going once, going twice, soul. 2 XP for everybody.
I'm gonna fight Nigel Hatred. This is happening. There are meth heads everywhere.
So, I'm probably gonna use some XP towards my technical skill and try to see if I can mess with
Marty.
that armor.
I'm gonna kill
What is
him
the lock-
and nail his sister.
What is the lock picking we don't have?
I have
Electric.
Electrical.
Manual we don't have.
Wait,
I have,
Manual?
I have
You don't-
manual.
You have manual?
Yeah.
let me look and see what I have.
I have demolition.
Just did my.
I
Demolition
believe-
is
Sorry,
lockpick
I
manual.
have
That is-
manual.
yeah.
I have manual. I'm sorry.
You have
So-
manual, so you
Extreme.
don't have electronic lockpick?
Extreme
No,
luck.
I have technical, electrical, technical weapons. Which technical weapons also includes armor.
Shrek's like, I have strength 4. Break door down.
5.
Alright, fine. Break more door
I can
down.
get it up to 7 if I drugs and wear my armor.
There you go.
Obliterate door to tiniest molecule.
I'm going. All right. Okay. This is happening.
It's concentration.
I guess I should spend some of this
You get it
XP
back.
before I die.
Doesn't know what we did on Doppler 3.
Manual.
Yeah, really. What the hell? That people be
It was
narking on
top
it.
secret. What the fuck?
Wait, so did they rig the bad VPN machine to put us on Double Air 3 in the first place as like payback? Like, oh, I'll send them on this off-planet mission. They'll fucking
No.
die, whatever.
No, they're just they're operatives and they're higher SCL, so they have
Oh, they just
Doubler 3. The green on Doubler 3 wasn't really like a top secret mission. Now Project Trojan was. The only reason they know about that is because Tommy was involved in it.
It just seems
Okay.
like they've been following us or like our story pretty closely.
They were in the
Well,
bush.
they're-
They were in the bushes at Doppler 3.
No, they get together every Tuesday and watch us on
Well, ultimately, so
Twitch.
It's like that kid who bullied you in middle school, but you added him to, like, you still stalk his Facebook every once in a while just to see how
Well-
shitty his life has gotten.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Ugh.
as far as the actual behind the scenes of it, because it doesn't really matter at this point, but in terms of them finding out, the reason they found out is because they investigated the death of one of their contacts. They found descriptions tracing back to you folks, looked you up and saw what you've been doing recently, found out that information. Again, to them officially, you would have been excommunicated from Slay Industries, but they would know beyond that the extra information.
Well, I got 14 XP and we're gonna die soon, so.
And everything
Maybe
in
they should
terms of
spend that
them,
XP into stuff.
in terms of
Well, we got
Megabones
him.
and Bomb Angel leading you to Tick Tick Tommy was them trying to continue to like expose this Dark Knight cell.
Yeah. Oh, Tick Tick Tommy. Why do you have to immortalize John's characters?
it's just the name. I don't think it's the
I
actual.
mean,
I like reusing names in other campaigns.
Yeah.
that was a cool callback for like, I guess specifically me.
Exactly you. All right.
We're gonna find out that they're gonna have that carrion that killed Rauka.
Just chilling out,
Oh,
chilling out in the
yeah,
lobby.
That motherfucker's gonna die.
Hey, remember that guy who sold you that Red Bull at the convenience store when you were looking for Tick Tick Tommy? He comes out of the closet.
It was me all along.
Masterminding this
The
whole
true mastermind.
You know that giant monster on Double Air 3? Well, he was involved in Project Trojan, too. He knows
Yeah, they
everything
also
about
know all the Vevifons. They're like good friends back in the day.
I can just picture like
it. Rip off mask, they are the Vevifons.
What
Oh,
actually
shit.
died is they just go to the losers lounge like in that poker show.
I mean,
They're just watching us play.
but if they were the Vivithons, then they would be fine because they're the ones who did all the destruction. So,
Yeah.
Are you
like,
saying
they
that
wouldn't be mad at us.
Yeah.
We let them go. We didn't try to kill them.
They
They wouldn't even
probably
be
still
annoyed
find a
about
way
that.
to be mad at us.
Oh my god. These gifts today are so good.
Fucking. Knew Nigel Hatred was gonna be the final boss. Just didn't know how.
All right. So is everybody good for next week?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, Count your blessings, children. You got 7 days.
7 days before it all gets bad.
I mean, they didn't kill us, so
That's
we're
true.
doing okay.
That could have definitely been a fight with them. You would have lost. Especially because some of you didn't bring the appropriate armor. Or the...
I was not a dickhead for showing up in power armor. Who knew?
Thank goodness for my million diplomacy.
Yeah, that for sure helps. That was
Okay.
it was made a degree easier by some good role playing from all of y'all. But it still was like a TN-13. Like, it was still hard, but Reggie having foreign diplomacy, that's yup. But again, you know, yeah, no.
Talking to Vagabonds doesn't seem so stupid now, does it?
He was never stupid.
No one ever said no to that, did we?
Well, the funny thing is that I was trying to, like, fucking, you know, do the Doctor Strange 450 million fucking opportunities in my head. So the original plan was going to be what you had said you were going to do, which is trying to find a young woman to, you know, act on, you know, like, to either
I
you're...
felt very much against doing
Well,
that.
either you're... Well, I mean, even if you were going to find somebody to go along with it, like you were almost saying to go to, and you were going to find, effectively, Bomb Angel just out of her armor and with a different hairstyle and shit like that, you know, like, look different, she was going to lead you into this.
So we were talking about before, like, even you joined the channel. I'm like, what can we just get Bomb Angel?
Yeah,
and
I know. You
like,
mentioned it multiple times.
Yeah.
And then eventually...
I actually thought of that, but I was just like, man, she ain't gonna help us. She doesn't like us.
No, you mentioned it right in the game. And if you had spent the point for the DM inspiration, that's how I would have. That's who I would have pointed you to. Although you guys totally missed the cue from the original fucking Janelle thing and saying like, oh, she's pretty close to Mega Bones. I thought you were gonna stop and see him then, and then he would have told you about her, and then maybe y'all wouldn't have just fucking killed her in cold blood.
We're not good at this game, Paul.
I was not with that plan. That was not.
Yeah, don't hang out with us in the apocalypse. We'll just kill you.
I was not with the plan of killing her and stuff like that.
For dumb reasons. We'll kill you for a dumb reason. We didn't need to do that.
Touch my hand for stupid reasons.
You know, at some point this was declared an evil game, and I just decided to write it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to decide if Patch is less traumatized that their parents are still alive, or more traumatized that their parents just decided to abandon them.
I know what that's like. I don't like my parents. Well, my parents didn't abandon me. I just don't like them.
Reg is like, I wish my parents would abandon me.
My parents wish I was the one who died.
My parents are basically like corrupt politicians on my home planet, and I'm just like not with that.
At least your parents didn't name you after the sound a railroad spike makes coming out of someone.
Is that where that came from?
It is now. I'm like, oh, okay. They're Scottish from the future, so language evolved. First Shrek. That sounds normal. And then I open the book, and they're all named Andrew and
Liam.
And Liam. I'm like, oh, they're just Scottish.
Mine was like
First Shrek is from like some hillbilly cabin on Herbaria. His mom like wears fur.
all the Ebons go by like nicknames. So I was like, okay, Patch will be the nickname. So what's the real name? And it's a piece of misspelled mail that I got like years ago. Had my last name as Eoltrus, which is nowhere near what my real last name is. So I was just like, yeah, that's a good name. That sounds kind of weird and foreign and alien and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I used to get a lot of mail for Sabrina Uring because somewhere along the way they spelled my last name wrong, and so then it became Uring.
They probably, it was probably like something that you hand wrote that got into a system and they put it in wrong because they read it wrong.
Yep.
People get my birthday. People get my birthday wrong all the time because of that.
Gotta tell you, I never had an experience where my name was spelled wrong or weird.
Yeah, yours isn't too
It's
bad.
It's in every fucking grocery store.
You just had a whole mess of other issues.
With my name, yeah.
Are you related to Tommy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, That's a real
Oh.
original ass
100
joke. guys.
million
Are you
billion
a witch?
times. I've heard it.
Oh,
You know
you
what?
killed her, sweet.
I
Sabrina?
have heard it 1,000. Oh yes, the witch for Sabrina. Yeah, no, I've literally heard
Even
the.
Simonson.
I've heard the Tommy Pickles joke with in Bill's presence, or like when I like say my friend Bill Pickles. I've heard it probably 100 times.
I am actually related to Tommy.
Not that Tommy though.
Well, my
I-
cousin is Tommy Pickles.
Right, and that
That
poor
must
fucking
have been rough.
bastard.
Amazing.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I have not seen him in
Um,
like 12 years, but he's still around.
I grew up in the American public school system, where Simon Says was a game. So
Oh. Yeah, that must have been fun. Let's all discuss our mild childhood traumas.
He just kept calling Paul French all the time, which
People,
was great.
people think that I'm Asian because of my last name, so
Yeah. Well, your sister is,
yes.
according to the comics.
Right, Colleen.
Let's go back here. Y'all didn't.
okay. Well,
Good for you.
Hey, you guys inspired me to pay this
going to
medical bill that I have on my
reshare.
desk.
that'd be good.
What are they gonna
Um,
do? Take your spleen back?
It's for sleep
Put it back
apnea.
in.
So what are they gonna do? Put me to sleep? Oh no.
Shit, they're gonna kill
No,
you.
they're gonna pay a guy to come and wake you up every night.
It's called living in Cornhill.
Sneak
Yeah.
into your house,
And
remove your CPAP machine.
Wake up, man.
But then he gives you a little forehead kiss before he leaves.
Oh. You know
That's
what?
nice.
had
That's
a-
nice. Fair
I
trade.
had
Fair
a
trade.
hard time finding the Rome office. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Rome office. It's gonna be easier. And then like the GPS took me to totally the wrong place, and I was like, well, that was.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
Right
a
on
pleasure as always. I have some business before bed. See ya.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
Alright.
yeah.
Peace.
All right.
Um.
I'll